This is the United States of America, and all that bullshit is done. It's over. It's finished. You know, the gangbangers that you deal with, they think that they're ruthless. They have no idea how ruthless we are. They think they're tough. They have no idea how tough we are. They think that they're hardcore. We are so much more hardcore than they are. And we have the entire weight of the United States government behind us. What do they have? They have nothing behind them. So we are going to win. They are going to lose. We are going to rescue Memphis.
Shalom, shalom. The scriptures show examples of prophecies of martial law, even in the ancient world, in the ancient times. We understand in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter in verse 9, especially when you read the NLT, it says history merely repeats itself, right? So when governments and armies take complete control, suspending normal freedoms, right, it's going to be called martial law. But you have in the ancient world, they will call them by different names in biblical times, like siege, captivity, spoil, sword destructions, or troops in the streets. Lord willing, this is edifying, and that allows you, Jake, to not be overwhelmed, but to be able to believe more. This is going to become a reality. The little time that you have, not all cities or certain areas in the United States is affected by these. Even if it happened or if it don't, you want to be ready. And I'm not talking about physically ready in a sense of let's have guns, but to be ready in a spiritual and a mental sense, so that physically you know how to agree with your adversary quickly, right? Because when they break you and have you act out of character, angry, ready to cuss them out, that is somebody that's not prepared. But for you to be in a knowing, that should be a smile in your spirit, because you have already been warned. You have been getting the signals or the warning signs, right, that this is going to come, right? Persecution of the church, right? Nation against nation, right? Government trying to take full control. It's right at the edge, right? So Lord willing, again, you are edified, and Lord willing, you like this video. So let's get into it. I want to start with Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, verse 49 to 52. It says, Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fiercer countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land, until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kin, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which Yahweh thy power hath given thee. Right? So this prophecy, right, of the curses, or in the curses, right, came to pass around 70 AD, because even more this is pointing to the Edomites, right, in the Greek captivity, in the Roman captivity, right? And of course, you even seen when even the Babylonians did it. But pointing this towards Esau, when Rome set up martial law in Jerusalem, cutting off food, water, and freedom. Right now, we're under tribute, right? At that time. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 25, verse 1 to 3. It says, And it came to pass in the 9th year of his reign, in the 10th month, in the 10th day of the month, that Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon came, he and all his hosts, against Jerusalem, and pitched against it, And they built, so I can, forgive me, I just got out of work, forgive me. And they built forts against it round about. And the city was besieged unto the 11th year of King Zedekiah. And on the 9th day of the 4th month, the famine prevailed in the city, and there was no bread for the people of the land. Right? So martial law through the siege, checkpoints, starvation, soldiers controlling all movements. Right? When you get besieged, they're patrolling all four corners. How did they stop Zedekiah from fleeing when actually, Nebuchadnezzar seized the land? Right? He had soldiers on all point of exits or anywhere anybody can flee. And what happened to Zedekiah? Right? His sons got killed in front of him, and the princes, and Zedekiah got his eyes gouged out. Right? And later on, we're going to show that even in 2nd Esdras, right, it's going to be hard for you to flee to another city. And even that's going to happen on this side. Let's go to Isaiah, the 24th chapter, verse 10 to 12. It says, the city of confusion is broken down. Now, we understand, I don't know if you guys do, but when you look up the word Babylon, Babylon means confusion, right? So through the spirit, you could look at this, towards, especially in the future, right? So again, Isaiah 24, verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth, which is a good time, a good feeling of the land, is gone. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. And even in this same time, people are going to look for wine. They're going to look for that weed. They're going to look for a cigarette. They're going to look for a drug just to ease what the heck is going on. Now, we know Jake, they can get mad, they bills, they get angry, they need a blunt, they need a drink. But then they even do that when they're happy. But when all hell break loose, that's going to be the way of really anybody that's not of the Lord. That's going to be the relief in that time, because it's gonna hit them, man. That shit gonna hit like a tsunami wave. And guess what? They're not prepared. So when we look at this, there's no freedom, no joy, just soldiers enforcing order through violence, right? And really, when all hell break loose, people in the city ain't listening to no government. Look what happened with the BLM, right? A sister drove over a cop, right? When you start taking these things, especially food, right, something that liquid where they can't drink, right, Jake is not going to act like himself, right? Let's go to the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra chapter 15. You can start at 15, but I'm going to just stay at the point, verse 17. It said, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, right? This is going to really be in a full effect, right? The closest city to mine which would be Niagara Falls, and you got to get past a toll booth or, a digital toll booth. And then when that time comes, they're going to be closing that off. Or wherever Jake think he might go. Martial law is a lockdown. City borders closed off, military checkpoint. Right? Just look what they do. Look what they doing with the ICE thing. Right? I think it was Chicago, or if it was Memphis, maybe it was Chicago. They put everybody out of them damn towers. Project homes or towers. Had everybody daughter, son, mother, grandmother, father, grandpa, right? And then they put them in cuffs, or they put them in that plastic joint. I forgot what it's called, but you could pull it and it makes it tighter. They didn't know what to do, and they were unaware. In their pajamas, women probably in they undergarments, right? And guess what? Them cops didn't even care. And they said, one cop said, fuck them children. It's gonna get real, man. Right? And the scriptures are showing us these things happen in the past, right? Let me just go to Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. It says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Right? So the same things happen again. Yes, it might be more advanced, right? It might be a different timing, right? We in the modern time. So these things are going to happen again. Let's look at the NLT to get that translation comparison. It says, history merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. Right? So you're just seeing the same thing over again. But now on this side, it might be a little more advanced, especially with technology and the certain type of weapons that they have. Guns, right? Like the I forgot what is it called? A flash grenade, right? It can stun your damn eyes. You got different ones that they can get. They got smoke gas. They didn't have that back then. You know, weapons was different, right? So let's go to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, and let's get verse 70 and 71. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection, right? It's going to be what we could say civil war, right? But everything is going to be out of order from the government, from the community, right? And the government, if the community is off, the government is going to use force, and it grows to lethal force. Like with what's his name? Kanye West. Like they got secret codings. Or how he said DEFCON 3, it's different codings, especially when it comes to like missiles. They use that DEFCON, whatever number it is, right? But they got codes for when things get worse, and eventually they're gonna use lethal force, right? It says, they shall be like mad men, which this is going into Esau, because even in the Greek captivity, Antiochus Epiphanes became a madman, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh Shem Shai. What did King Antiochus do? He didn't spare none. He said, if you caught circumcised, your son and your wife that had him and the father are going to be put to death. If you doing a Shabbat, if you calling yourself a Jew or an Israelite, you're going to be put to death. That was the decree. You know, what happened to Nebuchadnezzar, right? If ain't nobody bowing down to this statue that I made, guess what? It was a decree, right? You're gonna be thrown in the damn furnace, or not. You're gonna be thrown in the furnace. Azariah, Mishael, and Hananiah, right? The Lord, right? Yahweh Shai protected them, man. But because they kept praying and not to the God or the idol that they had in Babylon, then Daniel, right? Them damn I'm gonna call them divine nation, other men, right? Those that were sorcerers or doing magic, all that other stuff. They try to trap Daniel because Daniel kept praying 3 times a day and not bowing the knee to the statue or the idol of Doris. But they was trying to trick Doris. But guess what? The king put his ring on there, and it was signed by him. So he had to go through what he agreed to. You know? And Daniel didn't get eaten by the lions, but them same men, what they try to put on him, it reversed on them. It's going to get real, man. Right? It's going to get real, just like Susanna. Right? Just imagine if they didn't have a court or a council session to have a court for Susanna and for the elders that was saying that she did this. What if it wasn't? What if she didn't have all these people and they would have been able to take advantage of her and not worry about nobody? You know, that's going to become a reality on this side, man. So troops storming houses, targeting Israelites that keep the faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, because it says those that fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? You're in verse 70 and 71. It's going to get real, and this is the example of the church getting persecuted. Not no regular man, right? A regular man, of course, he might have a, hey, do you fear this? I don't know how they going to do it. Because back then, of course, we see here saying, don't say this name Jesus, or stop those that saying Jesus. But you got to know, back in the time of Rome, in the Roman captivity, they were saying Yahushai. They wanted us to stop teaching this revolution of Yahushai or him being king. Y'all got to stop that. Of course, through the spirit, they was probably bribing. They were bribing the Pharisees, man. So eventually, they're gonna use some type of maneuver just to prosecute the ministry, man. And they gonna find the men of the Lord. They might not find all of us because the Lord is gonna hide us. But I'm saying some because Revelation is 20 and 4. Some of the men are going to get murdered. How you going to get murdered? That means this government system is going to fucking crack down, man. Right? Let's get this. And I think we're going to close. We can keep going, but I just wanted to hit to the point. This Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Right? They got a short time, man. Jake, what is you doing? Right? I know we have I want to get this car, I want to get this house. I know we got our mind on that. But even if you're doing those things, your mind should stay glued on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the prophecies, the parables, the dark sayings. Because you don't want to get cut off. You don't want to get cut off with your guard down, right? Just like in boxing, if you don't got your guard on the right spot, you get popped. Bing. Have your guard up. Be looking out, watching. You should be hearing these prophecies come out so that you could be aware, so you can't say, I didn't know, right? So they moving efficiently because they know they have a short time. They see the signs. They speaking more about chariots. We can't get close to them. Then they just slipped on TikTok, or somebody posted a video on YouTube, but that clip actually got on TikTok too, where a dude from NASA was speaking. He said, man, now with the technology we do have, I think we'll be able to finally send the first person to the moon, and got stuck that he said that, you know. Esau know he's having signs that his kingdom is coming to an end. But let's give all praises, glory, and honor to the one true power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the water. Please, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, allow your will to happen. Please allow this to happen so that these niggas that's not taking you serious, right? Now they gonna get hit with the coulda, woulda, shoulda, and then they gonna be looking for the men of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I ask in your name, please bring forth that dark shadow on the earth. But please cover the elect, whoever they may be. And double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, Lord willing, as a whole, that they all continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwaf, the sisters of this faith. Lord willing, that y'all all can continue to pursue your lot, being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith. With that, shalom, abba ball. Be ready so you ain't got to get ready.